Hello, and welcome to another episode of Lee's Listers. So, here is the vaporiser, all in bits. So, I have been working on it on and off while I've been waiting for stuff to cool. So, this setup for the choke, get it in one hand. I've got this freed off, so it was stuck in there, and also I broke that top off. So what I've done there is there's a taper pin. I've knocked that out and then knocked the piece out which screws into that threaded piece that runs all the way through, that bit there. That was seized in that collet there. So I got that out, managed to get that unscrewed, cleaned it up, and then just got that small bit that was broken off in there, rested it on the shaft for this and just tigged it on. Just fusion welded it basically, just so that's held back on. And then that spring was rotten. I only had the one, so what I've done, I've put a bigger spring inside with a washer. You won't see any of that because that lot sits in this bit here, and it'll all sit in there like that, tucked away inside, so you won't actually see that washer at all when it's sat in there like that. So that's that bit done. And then the other bit I've done as well is I've warmed this lot and just stripped it. So because that needs a good clean, does that rose jet, and I've unscrewed that because that was seized in. So that's the cone, which the jet in the middle of there, which then goes through there. Unlike the others, the fuel still comes into here through them balls, so that fastens on there like that. So the fuel still goes into there and then through into the bottom of there, but then this jet here is adjustable. So what you can do, just like this, I can pinch it, you can wind this in and out, which then allows less or more fuel to be sent through the bottom of the vaporiser. So what I'm going to do, that's broken off there, I'm going to get a new one of them made, but significantly longer, that brass rod, and I'm going to get a nailed like nut head, can't think what you call it, a knurling, so at least I can grab that and change it, because when it's all the way up, which it never should need to be, it's you can hardly hold it in the bottom. And then there's a gland packing which screws in there as well. So I've dug all that out because all that was manky and horrible. And then to take that off, dig all that out of there, and then warm it, gently to get that out. That comes out when it seems to come out the top ways. So that's that. So I've looked in the parts book. I'll put a photo up. This is an adjustable needle, it's called. So that sits up inside of there. So usually that, I've got to one-handed, that's screwed all the way down, but then that needle sits in there like that and controls the fuel flow from underneath into that jet. So as you wind that down, you get more or less of a gap to let fuel through. So I looked in the parts book, there's two versions. There's a fixed jet version, which I've only ever seen in the single, but it also shows it in the twin cylinder, and the variable jet version. So this one, you see it's been broken off, is obviously the variable jet version, because it's different as well. It doesn't have this rod or this packer, it's capped off under there. You screw the jet in all the way, then the fuel comes through there, through the jet, through into this piece, which then goes through into that piece when they're screwed all the way in. So when that's screwed all the way down, just going to screw it one-handed, just screw that tight, easy. So when that's screwed all the way down, the fuel goes through them little pinprick holes in the bottom, out between there and this face here. And this face, when it's screwed all the way in, hang on a second, there, look, has all these little holes around the outside, which then the fuel is sucked through. So the idea of stripping that is that they all need to be spotlessly clean, all them little grooves, because they then go up from here into here through this brass like venturi. So that sits up in there, goes through there, up through, takes a 90 through here, through this splitter piece, so this top piece here, with the air intake, through to the slide, into the engine. So that, again, is how the vaporizer works. But what I've got to do is clean all this, so that still needs some cleaning, even though it's stripped. Them faces want cleaning, they probably want burning out with blowtorch. I freed that off, that was stuck, but they were a good cleaning there, and it wants a good clean through the tap. That wants all the oil and crud burning out of it. That's done. That wants good clean and polish. Face is cleaning up for putting back on, and then chucking all back on the engine. Oh, this one's cleaning as well. So yeah, so that's what needs doing today. So I'll get cracked on. Right, that's it all cleaned. So, inverse order. I could do the packing in there really. Let's see what I can find. Just a little bit of string. Chop a bit of that. Screw that down into there. That away. Yeah, I'm winging it with this. The old one did look a bit like string, but I've no idea how it was. So, wing it and see. Push that in. Get a screwdriver. Just get that quick start up. So I can mind the noise of the air drill. Just that size. I definitely want some more in it. So for a fact. Turn it over. It's now polished clean. Screws in there. No washer or anything underneath that, it's just a tight fit. And these nose jet screws in top. And that's that one. I'll check on the valve on the bottom if needing more on it. they go on there. So don't forget which side's which. That one goes on there. It goes like that. That one drops on there. Bugger. And that's that one done. So now we need the fuel balls cleaning. So stick that on the side. So say yesterday I freed the tap up. I'll take that to bits cleaning there. I will split these, blow them all out, clean them out. The balls, that one's got a lot of horribleness in the bottom. Clean that out. It's nice. And then yeah, take the tap to bits and clean that as well. Right, that's everything clean. So I just put a real thin smearing of secret sauce on both these parts. So now that'll work, I've done it before. What's left will just go on there. Come on, you beggar. Them two. Cylinder to start, it's always one that's bloody stud comes out of. Right, that is that lot freed off. And even tucked it up here. Give that a quick tart up. That is one float and one fuel top. And that is the fuel balls rebuilt. It works. That opens nicely. Your inlet. Sorry, no, the inlet, the feed to the engine, and the overflow. Fresh split pin in the bottom. The spring's a little bit soft, but it works. It's just got enough spring on it. So yeah, pleased with that. So on to the next bit, which, look at this bit. So for this bit, this wants the slide, give it a really good clean, because that wants to be polished. This part here wants to be polished because that's a metal on metal fitting with this bit. So actually it goes that way around. So there's no gasket between them two, so they want to be nice and clean. So that's how that goes. And then as well, that half wants polishing. I'll leave that over there. This half in here wants polishing. The slide wants polishing. And the backs want giving a good clean. And it wants a quick degrease before sticking back on the engine. Or I should say sticking back on the vaporizer before it gets stuck up back on the engine. So that's the next bit. Right, so that bit all put that together. Look, sorry, clean, so I've put that together. So, at the top, make that so I'm looking at it, so it's straight out. So then, do them two. Again, I forgot to clean these nuts. Just cleans off any greasiness that's left over. Any do 40 anything like that's been put on for when I was stripping it and keeping it in the shed. A bit of a bugger. That's the most important bit, that still moves. And it's nice. Not a lot of play in there, which is good. Right, so that's that bit. Put that together, another lump. We're getting through it now. So I'll probably clean the side pipes, the exhaust and the manifold next. The actual proper bit of the manifold. And I'd say after that we're ready for a reassemble. Right, so I've got this. So got some exhaust gasket sealer, assembly paste and assembly paste and sealant. So let's just sort this out. So I'm just gonna there we go. Tie up these. Right, a quick peek back at some photos to remember which side was which. And this is this side.
quick interruption. Thank you for watching this far, and thank you to all those who have already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below. It would help the channel grow massively. Now back to the video. Lift on there. Splash of secret sauce. So a bit. Into red. Put that in there. Put this on. That'll be that one. That goes on there, which is the bracket for the spare fuel tank. Sure, they're a different size. That size. No, they're not. They are the same size.
What's that right there?
So I've do this with a bit back to the camera just so I can hold it. There we go. So I'm going again. You might just have to loosen these outside too, and because I noticed they're out a long way, miles out in fact. Yeah, so if I have to loosen these outside too, bolt this on, then tighten them up on the engine, then tighten them on the manifold last. I hadn't noticed that when I took it off. So I'll loosen them off now.
Same move.
Right, what I think I'll do, that's main of it back together. I'll have a shuffle round with the engine, and I'll put it on before I put any brass bits on. That's interesting. I think because I've put it back together with goo, not gaskets, it's all bloody space strong. Let's take these, loosen these off. Try again. Right, I'll show you what's crack. So it's on, obviously, because I've built these up with goo, not with gaskets. There's gaps, and that one's quite tight, but that one, I filed it because when this has been welded, it's actually had 2 gaskets put on to make up for the fact it was wonky. So I'm going to take these off here, make some gaskets. I actually have a couple, might slip them in, and then put bolts back in. Yeah, I'm going to fasten up that end first and then fasten up at this end, I think, because that's got some pain on us, that one there. That one's alright, that side's completely fine, but just that, it's got a bit of twitch on, so it's maybe why it's been broken across there before in the past. But yeah, I'll have a go at that. Hate stuff like this when it just don't go right. And you're like, there we go. Problem solving. Oh, don't know, that was a frigging washer. I mean, that won't help at all. Right, let's take that second gasket off. Right, try again. Let's use that gasket I took off to put on there. Right, we'll call that the vaporizer on, I think, because everything's tight. They're tight. I tightened that first, then that, then to that, which should then pull it in, pull them in, and then pull that in, I think, rather than pulling it in and putting pressure on there. Yeah, I think I've done it the right way around. So, yeah, that is the vaporizer back on. I'll finish putting the little bits on, like the plate on the side and the balls, totally finish it off, and I might even go for a cheeky little start. And then one last little job. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Right, that's it for today. So, vaporizer's on, and I'm pleased, but now it's broken for a start. So but yeah, whole thing's on. It's all ready to it's ready to rock and roll now. So just got a couple of fuel pipes to run. It's only took me a second or two to do. Water top. I've got my cork gasket, which is my bloody storage shed. I forgot that, so I'll have to nip down there at some point this week and scoop that up. But yeah, I've I've a bit of tidying up to do. As you see, frigging nuts and bolts everywhere. So next plan is to do a bit of tidying up. But yeah, that's it for this episode today. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry it's been a bit boring of a lot of cleaning and wire wheeling and putting together and taking to bits and putting together and taking to bits, but it's just been one of them episodes where it's had to be like that, where I've had to do a lot of cleaning, putting it together, taking it to bits, so I do apologise, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll finish the snagging jobs and the next video will be trying to get a bit of a song out of it. Let's say there's only a few little jobs left to do now, and then I'll be starting on the trolley. Try and get a bit of a tune out of it while it's still in here on this little trolley. Then I'll start on the main trolley, freeing the wheels off, bit of woodwork. You get to see me wood butchering, and then yeah, get it mounted on the trolley. Then it'd be the cooling system. So yeah, there's gonna be a bit of work left to do yet. So yeah, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you later. Ta-ra.